Why are you asking me? Don't ask me. Oh, right here, bro.
Hey everyone, today we're going to be walking from 34th Street, Penn Station, all the way to Rockefeller Center. And the reason why we're going to be doing that is because today is officially the first day that the Rockefeller Center Ice Skating Rink will be open to the public for the holiday season of 2025. So we're on 34th Street right now. We're going to be walking all the way to 6th Avenue, or Avenue of the Americas, in which case we'll make a left. We'll pass Bryant Park, Bank of America Tower, and continue all the way up until we hit Rockefeller Center, where we'll be checking out the ice skating rink for the first time in 2025. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. You might have noticed that it's very dreary and miserable out. It's been raining pretty much all day, and it is quite windy. However, it was supposed to be much worse than this. We were supposed to get a massive northeaster storm that was apparently supposed to bring over 4 inches of rain to the New York City area. But it's only a little misty drizzle. We do have wind gusts upwards of 25 miles an hour. Pretty soon we're going to be doing the holiday walks, checking out the famous windows right here at Macy's. We'll also be doing our annual behind-the-scenes setup for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade that we do every year. We'll probably make that one a live stream. But the holidays are coming up on us quite quickly, my friends. We're now approaching 34th Street, Herald Square. You can see the M34 Select bus service to the Jacob Javits Center pulling up right now. This is the Crosstown bus. And you can make a connection to the subway, where you can get the BD, FM, NQ, and R trains. It's a very misty rain, so it's very difficult to shield it with the umbrella. We'll take one more look at the Empire State Building. Looks quite ominous tonight. We're now right on the corner of 34th Street and 6th Avenue. If you were to walk southbound, you'll run into New York City's Koreatown. And I'll give you one more look looking back towards Penn Station as we stand directly outside of Macy's. I may have to wipe the camera lens multiple times during the broadcast tonight. Perhaps I'll do that as we wait for the light. Okay, we have the light. And we'll merge left. Where we will walk up 6th Avenue today. Another thing that you'll see along the walking tour tonight is the construction of the Bryant Park Winter Village. Now, the Winter Village at Bryant Park also has its own ice skating rink that is free of charge, assuming that you bring your own ice skates. However, if you need to rent ice skates, they will charge you. This is now 35th Street. There's some really good Korean restaurants on 35th Street, one of which is called Hanbat. So if you're interested, you would come to 35th and 6th Avenue, and you would go past the hotel, and you would come to a restaurant called Hanbat, which, by the way, has a very good and affordable lunch special. The spelling is Hanbat. We're also going to be passing the Bank of China on today's walking tour, which is relevant to point out because President Trump decided to fire off a tweet storm in the middle of the day on Friday, claiming that he is going to be implementing tariffs on China to the tune of 100%, which set off a cascade effect in the US stock market and the cryptocurrency markets. President Trump later walked back those statements. In another tweet, claiming that the US doesn't want any beef, so to speak, with China, and perhaps they'll work it out. What you're looking at right now is the Harrier Building. It's a very unique building right on the corner of 36th Street and 6th Avenue. I'll try to point the camera through the umbrella, but this is another new development that went up. I believe this is going to be luxury rentals. We'll try to navigate our way through the traffic. Oh, by the way, what those vehicles are doing, that's called quote-unquote blocking the box. And I was reading an article the other day where the city of New York, or the NYPD, is going to be implementing those traffic cameras on every single corner. So if you're driving in New York City and you just so happen to be stuck in the crosswalk, quote-unquote blocking the box, they are now going to be taking a photograph of your license plate and you're going to be getting a ticket. So just keep that in mind if you don't want to get banged with potentially a $65 ticket on top of all the other congestion pricing and all that nonsense. This store right here is pretty unique. This is a Japanese convenience store. Maybe we'll take a quick walk through. This store reminds me very much of being in Seoul. These are the ramyun noodles, which is similar to ramen. It is Korean. I love the matcha flavored Kit Kats. Also in Japan you have all different types of flavors of chips and things like that. It's really quite unique. We'll take a quick detour to get out of the rain. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So all the different Lay's chips, if you've ever been to Japan or Korea. Seaweed flavored chips. These are oyster flavored and scallop flavored. Come check this store out next time you are walking up 6th Avenue. Even though it's very stormy out, there still seems to be a lot of people. You know what? Perhaps this isn't rentals. It's a studio to 3 bedrooms. Interesting design, and this went up really, really quick too. I'll have to do some research into this. The address is 989 6th Avenue. It's right on the corner of 37th Street. One of my favorite Chinese restaurants is right on the corner here. Perhaps if you're in Midtown Manhattan and you're craving Chinese food, you don't have to go all the way to Chinatown to get your fix. Just come in between 37th and 38th Street, cross the street and go to this place right here. It is called Main Noodle House. The address is 1011 6th Avenue. Once again, it's between 37th and 38th Streets on 6th Ave. It's very, very good and also extremely affordable, which is definitely a rarity in Midtown Manhattan. The only good thing about scaffolding in New York City is when it's a very rainy day like this. For those of you who forget your umbrella, the scaffolding could oftentimes act as a makeshift umbrella. We're going to be coming up to Bryant Park in just a moment, but if you look all the way to your left on 39th Street, you'll see the Bank of China. And then we'll also be passing the Salesforce Tower, which is Mark Benioff's company. And here you have the 42nd Street Bryant Park subway station, one of the many entrances. You can get the B, D, F, M, and 7 trains. Here's a better angle of the Bank of China. Again, right between 39th and 40th Street, which is the very start of Bryant Park. Bryant Park, by the way, is connected to the New York Public Library, the Stephen Schwarzman building. Stephen Schwarzman is the CEO and founder of Blackstone, which is a private equity giant. Alright, and here we are at Bryant Park. This area always has a little bit of flooding on the sidewalk, just as a little bit of a forewarning. When it really gets raining, it's almost like a waterfall over the side here. And I'll show you a little quick sneak peek of the Winter Village setup at Bryant Park. You'll be able to see the big Bank of America ice skating rink. We'll quickly make this left. And we'll do a brief detour just to check out some of the progress. As you can see here, it says the rink, free admission, ice skating October 24th through March 1st. And the lodge with the bar and the food hall is also open from October 21st until March 1st. What we're looking at now is the main Bryant Park fountain. And in the backdrop, you have the Stephen Schwartzman building as well as the ice skating rink that they are currently building. Pretty soon, before you know it, this is going to be jam-packed with ice skaters and tourists. Very unique that we get to see a behind-the-scenes look of the construction site. And of course, this is looking up at One Vanderbilt. And the wind is really starting to pick up now at Bryant Park. If we zoom all the way across, you'll be able to see a little bit of the Port Authority bus terminal. And then here you have the main Whole Foods, which is the retail anchor tenant to Salesforce Tower. Salesforce is a publicly traded company under the ticker symbol CRM. They sell customer relationship management software. I'm sure many of you watching have used Salesforce before. If you don't want to wait in all the crazy lines to see the ball drop on New Year's Eve, right where we're standing is actually not a bad place to view the ball drop, because you'll be able to see it and you don't have to wait in any of the lines. But this spot does fill up pretty quickly. Let me wipe the camera lens again. We're going to be wiping the lens a lot tonight. And here we are standing outside of Bank of America Tower. since we have the light, we'll cross on this side. This side of the street is where Radio City and Rockefeller Center is anyway. Wow, that wind gust is crazy. We're now on the corner of 43rd Street. Adjacent to us, you'll have the Steinway & Sons piano. If you want to see the original Steinway piano headquarters, it's located on 57th Street, in which case the real estate developer JDS bought out the location and built one of the skinniest, if not the skinniest, skyscraper in the world on that site. The address is 111 West 57th Street. Alright, pretty soon we're going to be passing New York City's Diamond District, which is on 47th Street, predominantly between 6th and 5th Avenue.
It's really
We're also going to be coming up on the News Corporation building. That's where they film Fox News. And as you know, it's under the same exact umbrella, no pun intended, as the Wall Street Journal, Investors Business Daily, and Barron's. now we're on 46th Street. We are officially 1 block away from the Diamond District. And it's so cloudy that you can only see about the bottom third of the Steinway Tower. This is one of the new NYPD EVs. This is the Ford Mustang Mach-E. This is now the Rockefeller Center, 47th, 50th Street subway station, where you can get the B, D, F, and M trains. And of course, you could always tell that you're in the Diamond District because of the diamond-shaped lamp posts that are right on the corner. You can see Diamond Center, we buy gold and diamonds. And you have a really great view of JP Morgan Chase brand new office tower at 270 Park Avenue. In the distance, you can see the Radio City Music Hall sign. The city looks very, very pretty in the rain. Okay, and once we get to 49th Street, we will have officially made it to Rockefeller Center. But something that a lot of people don't know is that if you come to the corner of 49th and 6th, you'll be able to see the lone holdout building that the Rockefellers couldn't quite seem to buy as they were building and constructing what is now Rockefeller Center. And in that holdout building is Magnolia Bakery. It's very, very easy to miss it. So if you stand on the corner here, you have to look up, and you'll notice that the building is completely detached from the rest of Rockefeller Center, and that is the holdout. The wind is so strong here, it's blowing the camera around. Whew, we'll take a little break, catch some shelter under here. And we'll take in the beautiful Art Deco architecture. And look at the fountain across the street. At 1251 Avenue of the Americas. It's a really beautiful Art Deco building. Here you can see the late Night with Seth Meyers, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And we'll make a right on 50th Street, right at Radio City Music Hall. It's like the wind is coming right at us now. Some of the buildings were blocking it earlier, but we're getting the full force of the wind. See if it's possible to wipe the camera lens a little bit. It's definitely not a good day to go up to the top of the rock because the visibility is essentially going to be nothing. But we are almost at the main ice skating rink at Rockefeller Center, and I'm really excited to see it. This is going to be my first time in the 2025 holiday season seeing the ice skating rink. I'll even show you guys where they put the Christmas tree. But here we are. Great shot of 270 Park. And before we take a look at the rink, I'll show you the exact spot where they put the Christmas tree. There it is. Before you know it, we're going to be welcoming the 2025 Rockefeller Center Christmas tree to New York, right here on this spot. Ooh, look at that wind. They did say that the wind gusts are going to be upwards of 45 to 50 miles an hour. All right, here it is, the first look at the 2025 Rockefeller Center Ice Skating Rink. Definitely not too many people ice skating, but here it is, the rink. It looks beautiful, it's just raining like crazy. And you do have some people ice skating and enjoying it. Oh, and look at this. This is new. It looks like they're restoring the fountain right now. So perhaps we'll have to wait a little bit to get that famous shot of the Rockefeller Center fountain. You never know, maybe we'll have a white Christmas this year in New York. And I'll give you a look at 30 Rockefeller Center. Trying to use the umbrella as a shield from all of the rain. Ooh! Oh! It's like there's swimming here. There's so much water on the ice. Oh man, yeah, there's so much water here. Let's head back up. And what we're looking at right now in front of us is Saks Fifth Avenue, and it looks like they're already putting up the holiday display, all the Christmas lights. Take one more look. This was the official first look, opening day of the Rockefeller Center Ice Skating Rink. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, even though it's a little bit rainy and dreary. Do you like the setup this year for the ice skating rink? If I zoom in on Saks Fifth Avenue, you could even see the Christmas lights. And of course, to the left, you can see St. Patrick's Cathedral. Wow, look at this. This is exciting. I'll zoom in here. You can see on the facade all of the lights draped over Saks Fifth Avenue. I'm gonna have to do some research into this because maybe we'll be able to see the holiday lights display for the first time. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed that exclusive first look of the ice skating rink at Rockefeller Center for the 2025 holiday season, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and as always, we will see you in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.